Who the Jews?
That's a great question. They would be the Beta Israel.
And who would those people be as your education knows?
They were Ethiopians.
All right, so Ethiopians are black people.
Yeah.
So
Black
now,
but Ethiopian is black and Arabs mixed.
but still
Black.
people of the
Yeah.
dark skin color.
Yeah, right.
So obviously not what we see now today.
No.
But the people that we see today, they claim state.
Well, they came and got a religion. Remember? They left with a religion.
But they also say they're the bloodline people. I did an interview on my platform with the Cole and Taya.
Well, how can they be when Sheba is not their color?
Oh, he argued about all of that, you know. They feel that they're the bloodline people. They feel, he even said he feel that it's a laughter to them almost when we try to claim that we're the true Hebrews and the true Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Definitely check that one out. All of y'all need to check that out. Moshe,
That's
it's on
different.
my platform. He's a so-called rabbi, you know, no disrespect to Moshe.
And he said,
I respect him all
he
the
said
way,
that the
but
blacks.
I say so-called because you're not supposed to call no one rabbi. So so-called Rabbi Moshe, check it out. Very powerful interview, you know, yeah.
Y'all had a debate.
It's not about, when I have those talk with those people, I don't want to debate because, you know, then that deters from, I want you to say what you believe in. Right. And I want you to get it all the way out.
I got you.
You know what I'm
Smart.
saying?
That's a great
Yeah,
approach.
you know.
That's a great approach. But from what I know, Beta Israel.
Yeah, of course. And I, you know, totally agree with you. And there's more proof to show that's correct. Now, this is the point. It's a point I wanted to get to with that. Now, the real understanding is when you go even deeper with the understanding of a Jew, under Jew and children of Israel, those who have given their life to Christ. And the scriptures even tell you it has nothing to do no longer with a bloodline.
Okay.
You know, Jesus even says that if you was, I know that you were the seed of Abraham, but if you was, you know, but if Abraham really was your father, you would be, you know, of me, you know what I'm saying? So we know those who say that they even are Jew are not Jew. We know that even though that you are even of the bloodline, that doesn't mean that. So even deeper in a deeper understanding, we understand that a true Israelite is someone who has given up their life to Christ, children of Israel. I call my son out of Israel. That was talking about Christ. So big thing with that. So now, the point I'm making is this. Now, the original Israelites are black, and that still holds a very pertinent thing because Christ was black, Moses was black, the people of the Bible was black, and now that is a high debate, and you have others that claim, no, we are the people of the Bible.
Right.
Now, one day, hip hop is going to be the same thing. If black people, and we don't do it now, it's okay that hip hop is shared with everyone, just like Israel.
Right.
But
let's keep it real.
The people that started it, the people of those scriptures, was still
people of color.
Right. If they're doing the same thing with hip hop right now, so you're telling me that in 30 years from now, my kid that ain't gonna know nothing about 1970 something is gonna think that, you know, a white man equally created hip hop, that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? That's a lie.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just gotta be honest with it. For me, that's a lie. Even when you tell me what I think about it, I don't go back further than maybe 84, maybe I probably didn't even know hip hop then, but maybe 86. But even in 86, you telling me that it was 50% Puerto Ricans? Come on, I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So that wasn't even in my time. So you can't make me believe that. So it was 50%. They were throwing stuff at us then. So when did that become cool? You know, like when
They
did
were throwing stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I noticed
where
this.
I came from, it was. I know Bronx is different. Understand? I come from Harlem. Harlem, we were segregated. You know what I'm saying? There was no Hispanics.
Do you remember Vicky Sue Robinson?
No, there was no.
You don't remember
there was
her?
no Hispanics on the
Turn
West
the
Side.
beat around.
Yeah,
Remember
of
her?
course. Yeah, that song.
Her father was Bojangles.
Okay.
Did you know that? He's from
No.
Harlem. Bill Robinson.
No, I didn't know.
Okay, he's from Harlem.
You putting me on.
Okay, so her mother was an Irish woman, right? So when she got on, right, everybody thought she was Spanish, but she was a mulatto.
Okay.
So she sings "Turn the Beat Around" and it takes off, and nobody knows she's black. They made her like a Spanish girl. She took off. Now, I'm only saying that to lay claim to this. A lot of the Spanish people in the community that we come from didn't know their own history. There's a guy by the name of Campos, who was the first lawyer in Puerto Rico that got a master's degree in law. And he fought for the rights of Spanish people, right? And the government did him greasy as hell, just like they did the black people. Like the American government put him in jail, and they put LeBron, the female LeBron, who went to the courthouse and shot that shit up. The House of Representatives in DC, she shot that shit up and did like 20 years in jail, right? Because of what they said about her people. And they were trying to liberate Spanish Puerto Rico. Now, I don't know if people know this, but in Puerto Rico, to this day, none of them could vote for the president of the United States of America. So they thought in our community that I came from, I would hear my friend Ralph Mann would talk to his father because his girlfriend was black, and he would tell her, "Dad, my girl's black like me," and Ralph's dark as you know. And he would say, "She's black like," and his father would give him problems about her being, because she was black. So there was this side of Spanish people that didn't want to claim black, thinking that they were going to side with white folks, the Europeans. But what they didn't know, they knew the history, that they did them worse. We can vote anywhere we go.
Yeah.
They can't in Puerto Rico.
Got you.
So, they're learning, and I encourage them to find out about who Campos was, who LeBron, he was.
I'm studying him, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you find out what happened with them and how America stole Puerto Rico for sugarcane and how they left them in the dark, you got to educate them to what the people, so they can get it. Because when you educate the mind and it knows, it corrects itself. So if they don't know the history and they're trying to kiss up the people and push us to the back of the bus, once you put them into what's going on, they wake up out of their delusion. And that's what was going on with them. They're not understanding what the history is of them and what America, not all America, because let's keep it real. When we're talking about this culture of America and how this is happening to our cultures, we're talking about the government, not white people. Because there's some beautiful white people that stand online with Martin Luther King, everybody. Like they make Michael Jordan who he is today. They buy the ticket, the little white kid wants to be Michael Jordan. It's not the people, it's the government we're talking about.
Absolutely.
And once you understand that, we can direct our conversation to where it needs to go. We as the people suffer. They did it to the white folks too. There's some white folks out there that got done dirty too. We'd be like, ooh, they did them like that? So we're about people. The thing with us is we got to remember as a culture that even in Africa, in the Congo, when the great Patrice Lumumba stood for his people in the Congo, and he wanted the Belgian government out of the Congo, Had Muhammad Ali had knew about what he was, he would have never went to Zaire to fight Foreman. Tell you why. Because when the bomber died in Zaire, because they changed the name to where it was the Congo, it was really Zaire. He went and got the blood money to fight Foreman, and by the same government that killed Patrice Lumumba. They killed him so bad, his only tooth, it was only a tooth remaining of him, right? He was the prime minister. And he didn't do nothing bad. He just wanted his people to have sovereignty over their community without the Belgian government involved. Mm-hmm. But because he was pushing the government out and they wanted the minerals, they killed him. And Muhammad Ali getting rid of Malcolm X, who would have knew who he was, he couldn't tell Ali what he was doing with the money. Oh, don't take that money because that government is connected to killing him. He's what you are in Africa. Ali shows up to get the money, not realizing, we African, we not understanding that the government you here getting this money from just killed your man.
Yeah,
who's what you are in Africa. Mm-hmm. He believes what you do in America, he believes what you are in Africa. You picking up the money is blood money. So many times our people don't know the history.
Don't know what's going on, yeah.
You know, like Muhammad Ali, born in 1942 in Kentucky, was named after an abolitionist named Cassius Clay, right? Cassius Clay was an Irishman who freed black slaves. Now, people might not know who he is, but it's time we open up the book and find out who Cassius Marcellus, the politician was, because he went out for us, our people, and his name needs to be revered because every person he ran across of color, he freed them. And Muhammad Ali was named after him by his grandfather, who named his father after him. But Ali didn't still know what this name represented, and you from Kentucky like him.
Yeah.
So we have to get the information out there, and I don't understand, even if he wasn't an avid reader, how he didn't know this when you're in Kentucky, where this man is from. The word should get usually passed down. It was only 3 generations down. Your grandfather, Herman, named your father after him. Mm-hmm. Named your father, after him. And you didn't know at 19 what his name, he said on TV, I'm named after a famous Kentuckian, but I can't tell you what he did. Mind blowing. Like he's abolitionist, he freed your people.
Yeah.
And you are the face of civil rights in a lot of ways. How you don't know this? So we gotta get the stories out and these people gotta know what's going on so we can close the gap. Because when we close the gap in our community, the monkey shit doesn't happen.